The NRL is flying by and we are now up to round 19. So let's get picking and seeing who we think will win. But first, let's take a look back at round 18. And we started with a victory. It wasn't a close score, unfortunately, because Rabbitohs are now on fire. Now, they're not going to... I cannot see them reaching the finals here, but they have found a form just probably a bit too late. I did Rabbitohs by 6. They won by 16. So well done to Rabbitohs. I get 1 point for that one. Next up, we had Sharks versus Titans. And, oh my God... Sharks are on the downfall now, sitting in 4th. They are struggling. They cannot get a win in their last 4 games. I did Sharks to win by 4. I thought it might be a close one. It was actually the other way round, and Titans managed to get the win. So I get absolutely nothing there. There is definitely 1 or 2 people that got a spot on result on that one. So well done to you there. Sharks, what is going on? Then Broncos versus my Panthers. Yeah, I was pretty close. I did Panthers to win by 6. They actually won by 8. So that is just what we needed. Trying to push away, from Sharks in 4th place for sure. I get the point for the result and half a point for a close score for that one. Then on Saturday, we had Bulldogs versus Warriors. What a close game. And once again, it was almost the other way around. I did Warriors by 2. Bulldogs won by 1 single point. Insane. I do get half a point for a close result though, so I'm happy enough with that. But yeah, that one was always going to be a pretty tight one, I think, and hence why I predicted a close score in the first place, just the wrong way round. Next up, wow, what a high scoring game this was. I did Storm to win by 18. They won by 12. 28-40. That would have been a crazy game to go watch for sure. Only 4% went for West Tigers, which is perfectly understandable. I'm surprised even 4% went for it. But, wow, they certainly tried. They certainly tried. So I get 1 point for the victory. I'll take that for sure. Then, Cowboys versus Eagles, and another 1 point win for the team that I wasn't predicting. Yes, Sea Eagles, they finally get a win after a while against the Cowboys by 1 point. I did Cowboys by 10. No. So no points for me there either. Wow, what a crazy finish to that game. Insane. Fair play to the Sea Eagles for finally getting a result. Next up, Roosters 42, Dragons 12. I thought it would be a little bit closer than that, but I did predict a Roosters win, as did most people. Amazingly, 1 person got the correct score difference. 1 person. So well done to you. That is crazy. I get 1 point for the result. And then, finally, last game is Raiders versus Knights. And, yes, it was a very tightly picked game, this one. I did Knights to win by 6. They actually won by 4. So a half point plus 1 point, 1.5 point. And now onto the league table. Coolbajul still top. Still top by just over 2 points. So Coolbajul, he's catchable at the moment because Ajubi is up 4 places. Aussie Tash up 2. We've had obviously 3 move down. Brupel, St. Giant, Adelaide Bulldog. Little bit of movement. Otis 13. Pie Boy have gone up a few. New Elijah gone down 4. G Chapman, Kazaraza and Vam H gone down. Hazy up 3. AU Beach Bum is down 4. Stormy May up 2. I am down 1. Ugh. I didn't think it was too bad a week, but I am down 1. What is the difference now? I'm on a 92.3. Coolbajul is 100. I need to have some amazing weeks. Let's see, keep going. Kev is up 3. Stephen J. Will down 3. The golden hat goes to Gus Storm, who is up 4 places, and right below on 46th is Big Mac with the wooden spoon. And let's see how everyone is finishing up. Ajax is up 7. There we go. That is how you finish this week's league. Well, we start round 19 on Thursday the 11th, and it is at the KO Stadium in Redcliffe. Dolphins versus the in-form Rabbitohs. Imagine if Rabbitohs played like this earlier on in the season. How much better would they have been? They wouldn't be 14th in the table. But who do we go for here? Obviously, Dolphins, top of the league. Dolphins are really clinging on to the top 8 spot at the moment. And they are the slight favourites against the Rabbitohs. I don't know. It's not an easy one to predict, this one. Because Dolphins are going to be, as I said, they're trying to cling on. They've got a couple of games in hand as well over some teams, which will help them. I think, or Rabbitohs possibly in 13th, sorry. It's not an easy one. Not easy at all. I think I'm going to go with Rabbitohs simply because their form is so good. Their form is so good, and they are really performing. I know they're going away from home, but I said they're the informed team, so they are the team that teams need to beat at the moment. So let's go Rabbitohs. A fairly tight one. Let's go Rabbitohs by 6. But that is not an easy one to call. I think Rabbitohs, they started off being easy to call because you knew they were going to lose. Now, not so easy at all. Next game, Friday, PointsBet Stadium. Sharks, who are really struggling, have not won in 3. Against West Tigers, who there's a reason why they're bottom of the table. But they did score points in the last game, didn't they? They certainly did. This has got to be the game, though, that Sharks turn it around and actually win again. Obviously, they're in 4th place and they are dropping. But this is the game you would think will turn around. It's just unravelling for them, isn't it? They were at top of the table all season up until recently. Last week was a terrible loss for them. But as I said, they are facing Tigers, who are rock bottom. So I've got to go with Sharks. This is the game where they turn it around, you would assume. So Sharks by 16. Sharks by 16. They should win comfortably, and if they don't, they should be ashamed of themselves. Okay, next up, Saturday 13th at Seabus Super Stadium in Gold Coast. Titans versus Eels. Titans, considering where they are in the league, they are the plucky team. Similar with the AFL, they are the North Melbourne of the NRL. They are plucky. They try so hard. And I'm going to go with them for another win. They are facing Eels, who are below them now. The Titans have just been a giant killer. That's what they've been. They have been the giant killers of the league so far. And yeah, I think reaching the playoffs is still near on impossible. I don't think they'll do it. But you never know. And they are ahead of the Eels, who are not performing well at all. So I'm going to go... I'm going to go with Titans. Eels don't even have Mitchell Moses. And even with him, still struggling, to be fair. So that's just even more of a downer for them. So let's go with a Titans win. Let's go by 8. I think that's fair. Let's go by 8. Next up then, we've got Suncorp Stadium. It's Broncos versus Dragons. What a weird season Broncos are having. They started off poorly. Then they started finding form, looking like they were going to show what they did last season. And then they have not won for 5 games straight. It's bizarre. It is bizarre. Dragons, they're doing okay. They are very much up and down. They can't really get the consistent form. So it's a tricky one because Broncos, they're playing without some of their origin players against the Dragons. That's not great for them. And they haven't been playing their best rugby league for sure. Dragons can be poor at times. So it really is which Dragons team turns up, in my opinion, here. Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy. Let's assume. I'm going to assume Broncos are going to start turning things around. because they're 14th. They can still make the finals. So let's see if Broncos can turn it around. Let's do Broncos by 6. That might be more hopeful than anything. I'm not that I'm hopeful. I don't really care. I prefer Panthers to finish top, but Broncos to turn it around. Anyway, last game. It's another quiet week again this week. Last game is Sea Eagles, who come off a fantastic win against Knights at 4 Pines Park. Knights certainly more consistent. I think it's a big game for both teams. I think it really, really is a big game, because whoever wins this is going to really push themselves up into that top. What is it? Dolphins on. What am I thinking? Dolphins. Sea Eagles on 17 points and Knights are on 16 points. So they can really both push up here and just create a slight gap with the teams below them. Obviously, Knights come off a really, really good win against the Raiders. And you've got Ponga back in the team as well. That's going to help. Their form is improving. Manly, it's inside the top 8. But hasn't looked great, have they? I think that win obviously really helped. They wouldn't be in the top 8 if they didn't have that win. So that win really helped last week. But I just don't see it with Manly. I really don't see it with Manly. So I'm going to go with a Knights win. And I'm going to go a Knights win by 8. Yeah, by 8. So my picks for this week: Rabbitohs by 6, Sharks by 16, Titans by 8, Broncos by 6, and finally the Knights by 8. This has still got all to play for. If you look at the table at the moment, down in 14th, you've got 12 points. And then even up to 5th is 18 points. There is not a lot in there at all. One more good run of form for the last load of weeks, and things can change. And Rabbitohs, are they going to make the finals? Probably not, but if their form continues, there's no reason why they can't. I hope you guys are enjoying. Make sure you join me next week for the next round. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you next time.